Hey lovies, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will be going into feminine care, how to make sure that you smell good, that you look good, and of course you look good, you smell good, everything is good. If you are interested in seeing this video, stay tuned. If you know a young person who's just learning about their body, if you could pick up a few things, how to care for yourself, if you're having some issues, who knows, they might be addressed here, but stay tuned. Disclaimer, nothing that I'm about to say is meant to bash anyone. It's not meant to make you feel bad. It's not meant to make you feel stupid. Because I know sometimes we hear things, we see things, and we're like, oh my God, how did I not know that? It's okay. A lot of things that I learned about taking care of myself, about ensuring that I smell good, that everything is balanced, I picked up along the way. I learned from someone. I saw it somewhere. I did research to find the answer, whatever it is. So I am just here to share what I know. And of course, when this video is through, if there are additional tips that you'd like to add as to taking care of maintaining the body, you can always leave your tips below. If you have questions, you can ask and I will respond. If there are things that I mentioned that don't work for you, or you don't think that's good for you, or whatever, leave a comment down below. I will get right into the video. A lot of women don't understand how important it is to wear proper underwear. Like, you have to pick your underwears carefully. You cannot just go for the cheapest one. You cannot just go for, oh, what will look sexy for the guy. You have to wear proper underwear. So like cotton underwears that allow your vagina to breathe. When you're going to bed at night, if you are able, depending on your sleeping condition, if you are able to not wear underwear, perfect. Allow it to breathe, allow it to air out. If you're in the house and you can put your house dress on and not have to wear underwear, that is also really first. Feminine wash. This is one of the important things that we need to ensure that we get right. This is one that I use right now. It's called Honey Pot. I think I paid like $8 for it. The one that I used before was for sensitive skin, and then I tried cucumber, but then when I went back they didn't have that. So this one is a normal foaming wash. It's plant derived. It is gentle, it's non-irritating, and this one here has no parabens, no dioxides. Now, it's very important that whatever it is that you use to wash, there is no perfume, there is no smell. So I know there are lots of brands, I can name them, but you know them too, that they have this sweet, flowery, perfume, fruity smell. Avoid those at all costs. All they will do is throw your pH off, and we don't want to be smelling funky and feeling itchy and burning. In addition to that, do not, for the love of God, do not use Bath and Body Works or Victoria's Secret to wash your vagina. Don't do it. Stay away from it. I have sensitive skin, and even if you don't, you're throwing your pH balance off. And oftentimes there are women whose bodies like don't react the same way. I once thought that there was something really wrong with me because I would react to things and it was so severe I would need to go see a doctor. But what I learned is that is actually the best way, because immediately my body will notify me that something is off, that something needs to be fixed. And a lot of times there are women who aren't that sensitive, but they do use things that irritate, that causes issues. It's not that severe. And so you find that these things lead to bigger things, lead to infection. You have untreated infections leading to even bigger problems. So if you can avoid something, just avoid it. Do not use the soap that you use on your body to wash your vagina. Do not do it. As tempting as it is, sometimes you might be in a rush and you just want to go right through and through. Don't do it. Do not use a rag to wash your vagina. Don't do it, especially not the rag that you're already using to wash your entire body. And so what you're doing is transferring the germs from here, from there, from even your feet, because a lot of times if you're using the rag, you're not as conscious to ensure that it's not going to other places to bring the bacteria here. I use my hand to wash my vagina. I ensure that when I get in the shower, I wash my hand really well. If I'm wearing nails, I have a little brush that I use to just to, to help to get the bacteria out. And I use my hand with water, or if I'm using my wash, I just pump like 2 pumps right here on my hand and I just wash it out. That's all you need. So I would not recommend you using a loofah nor the exfoliating gloves. Definitely not to wash. Just use your hands. It's fine. I have seen so many videos or hear women talk about like putting perfume up under their, like under your legs to make it smell good. Don't do it. I always wear a panty liner. That is one of the things that have to go to the top of the list of taking care of your vagina. Even things that would come in contact that would go under your legs. For me, having a panty liner on is like an extra barrier, an extra support, an extra defense then. So even from the same stuff that are on your underwear, the same dyes, the whatever it is, wearing a panty liner helps to protect you from that. And then of course, if you do wear a panty liner all the time, ensure that you change them regularly. You go to pee, you change them, whatever it is, just make sure that you change them and keep fresh, keep clean. So I try to find sensitive wipes. Again, avoid the ones that have fragrance. Your vagina should smell like nothing, Sometimes we do all the right things and our bodies just does its own thing. I have had that, and I've had way too many visits to the doctor, if you ask me, and that's before I learned more, because I was just really paranoid. And if something felt off, if I felt an itch, if I felt a burn, I was up in there because I needed to get a prescription. I needed to ensure that everything was good. What I later learned though was that these come in handy. Boric acid capsules. If you do not have some of these in your cabinet, in your drawer, wherever it is, get some. You can get it online, you can get it at Amazon. There are people who sell them. You can get them. Just ensure that you have them on hand, because these right here will save you so much trouble. Just to clarify something, you insert this inside your vagina. You do not take it through your mouth. I remember saying it to a female before that those are, good options just to help things go right. And she's like, no, I can't take them because I've tried it before, she said, and she had an allergic reaction. So I'm like, really? How so? And she told me about it. Come to find out that the person who sold her the pills did not tell her that she needed to insert it into the vagina. She actually took it through her mouth. So she swallowed one of these. Ladies, do not. And I don't want to think the thing is, she did get it from someone, so I guess it wasn't properly labeled or whatever, but it does on the label here, it says insert 1 boric acid vaginally for 7 consecutive days. If you find that you have a really bad odor, or it's really, really burning and you have like really bad discharge, then you might want to go see a doctor. But if it's just like a slight itch, a slight burn, or you use something, or you did something that definitely this is going to throw my pH off, this apple cider vinegar. Now ladies, if you are not ingesting apple cider vinegar, you probably should start. I would say I do like a shot amount, a tablespoon. I try to do it every morning, just a shot before I eat. It's good for many other things, so you might want to do the research on that. But this is also really good for maintaining your vaginal health. This is another solution that you can use, again, if you have like an itch, a burn, the slight issues where you can tell that something is happening. I would say you put like a tablespoon of this in enough water to make sure that it's properly diluted, and sit in it. So put it like in a bath, not like a whole tub, but like a small enough container where you can soak your vagina in it. I would not say put it in the tub, simply because if you're soaking in the tub, then you're soaking everything. So you're soaking your feet, and we don't want that. If you're trying to fix an issue, I don't think getting in the tub and putting apple cider vinegar is really gonna fix the issue. So if you can like sit in a small container, small enough where you can just allow this to do the work, then yes. So you definitely need to also have this as, This right here, every girl should own one, just saying. Because it's good for your hair, it's good for your skin, it's good for so many things. It's good for your gut health. So yeah, this is something that you also need to have. If we're talking about care and ensuring that we are looking good, smelling good, then we cannot skip this. Baking soda. I got baking soda. One of the things that I love about it is that it's good for a number of things too, just like the apple cider. So it can be used for your oral health. It's really good to help to kill bacteria in the gum. It's also good to soak in. One of the things that I use it for too is underarm health. So you just need to make a paste, wet it a little, rub it under your arm, and that also helps with odor, underarm odor. Since we're talking about the underarm, here is something that isn't very expensive that I think you should have too. Ta-da! This is the ordinary glycolic acid. Now, you might be familiar with this for skincare, for toning your face, but it's also really good for your underarms. So you can apply a little of this, a little goes a far way, to a cotton pad or a cotton ball. You can rub it under your arm. It helps with darkening, like with underarm darkening. It helps to lighten, but not only that, it also helps with odor. So you find that using this, eventually you find that your arm, the odor that you would produce, usually it goes down because it helps to cleanse the bacteria from your pores under your armpits. So yes, this is also another. I will try to put the prices there and where I got them. I did get this in Ulta. I was told that it is no longer on Amazon. I don't know how true that is. I'll have to check it out. But you can get it from Ulta, or you can just go to the Ordinary website. You don't have to get the glycolic acid from Ordinary. I'm pretty sure you can get other brands, but I just stick to this one because it works for me. I work out, and of course, you know, if you work out, your odor will be different. There are different times of the month, as we know it as women, that our body odor changes, that you'll be like, okay, that's different. Me personally, there are people who use different deodorants for different reasons. They'll try to find more healthy ones. I try to be healthy. I try to have a balanced life, but I've never really cared to or tried to, you know, look for a particular deodorant. I just look for what works for me and what smells good. I love to smell good. I love to smell fresh. And so this is what I use. I've been using Degree for a while. This is the Degree Advanced. We can talk about all these things and what to do and what not to use. But one of the things that we have to note, ladies, young ladies, is that we have to practice to shower often. There are a lot of people that have body odors, and there are reasons for them outside of what they use or they don't use. If you practice to shower on time, to shower often, you'll find that your body naturally knows how to not do the most. Now, if you take a person who practices the shower just once a day, it's so much easier, so much quicker for them to go off than a person who knows that, listen, if I'm funky, I need to go shower. I need to practice the shower at least twice a day. Now, if you're a gym girly, you would want to ensure that you are showering on time, especially like after your workout. You want to make sure that you are taking a shower. You cannot get home from the gym in your tights or your whatever, you're sweaty, and then you just get to do everything else instead of taking a shower. You might want to get that off of you. You might want to get that underwear off of you, you know, just to get your body used to being properly cared for. There are people who for some reason think they can skip showers. Nah, we need to shower. We need to ensure that we shower at least twice a day, sometimes 3 if necessary. Because for me, if I get up in the morning to go to the gym, I'll take a quick wash just to go out smelling and, you know, feeling fresh. And then when I get home from the gym, I'll take a shower, and then you'll find that, of course, oftentimes that's in the middle of the day. So then I take my shower for bedtime. So that's key. Ensure that you are showering on time. Another thing that I think we ignore, we neglect, is what we eat. There's a saying, we secrete what we eat, and truer words have never been spoken. If you're a person who eat a lot of red meat, a bulk of food, you don't really mess with fruit and veggies, you don't drink a lot of water, you'll find that everything that comes out of your body smells different. You'll find that your pores, the way you sweat, the way your sweat smells, your armpit smells different, your breath smells different, whatever secretion, whatever discharge comes out of your vagina, you'll also find that it smells different because of what you are eating. So we have to start at what we put into our bodies. If you're eating junk, you're eating trash, you're eating garbage that smells bad, that when it breaks down, it smells horrible, then that's what you're going to secrete. So you can use all the things that I recommend plus some. You're still going to have that underlying issue where you need to drink your water. You need to ensure that you're taking supplements if you need to, and you have to ensure that you're eating right. You're eating your fruits, eating your veggies, making sure that you're eating balanced. That is one of the most important things. One of the things that I just mentioned, because I am a thick thigh girly, and so I find that my thighs tend to rub a lot. And then of course, when it's rubbing and you're sweating, I don't necessarily know how long it would have to be before there's like an odor, but I do use this. I use the Gold Bond Friction Defense. So it looks like deodorant, and I just rub it between my thighs after I take a shower. It doesn't have a fragrance either. It smells like nothing. What it really does is it soothes and comforts, it moisturizes. If you use body spray, I do, just ensure that when you're spraying, you're not spraying at those problem areas. You're not spraying it under your legs, but I do, because my skin pretty much always smells sweet, because when I go to shower, I love scrubs, but I like to use the scented one. So I want to already come out of the shower smelling good. And then of course, a lot of times that the better quality like moisturizers don't have a smell, and so I use those just to ensure that I maintain healthy moisturized skin. But then I go over that and either put like a scented lotion, or I'll use my body splash and I'll spray all over just to make sure that my skin already smells good. So by the time I go and put my perfume on, I'm already smelling good. So a lot of times when people ask me like, oh, I love that smell, what are you wearing? It's kind of hard to address what I am wearing, because at that time when you're asking, I'm probably wearing two different body splash. I'm probably wearing a lotion that came in a collection with another perfume, and then you're probably smelling my bath scrub, and then of course you're smelling my degree and all that. But one thing I know, if you know me, you know I'm always smelling good, and that is really important. Like, you have to know how to care for your body, how to do the right things. Another thing I want to put in here, I should have mentioned that at the top, how important it is to clean behind your ears. Like that right there is a problem area, especially if you wear earrings like myself. If you wear pairs, ensure that you're properly cleaning your earrings, cleaning the back, and cleaning your ears, because so many times like the odor that you have is really coming from right here behind your ears and in your belly button. You got to clean that belly button out, not just use your rag and not just that, but ensuring that you use like a Q-tip or a cotton ball or something with alcohol, and ensure that you clean inside of your belly button really well. So yeah, those are some of the things that I do to balance my feminine hygiene. I don't know if I can think of anything else. If anything else comes to mind afterwards, I can probably do a part 2. If you have anything else that you want to add, if there is another hack that you have, something else, one of the essentials that I didn't mention, whatever, feel free to comment down below. If you learned anything new that you did not know before, if you're going to pick up any of the items that I just mentioned, comment below and let me know. Thank you so very much for joining me, and I will see you in the next video.